It's the Slam Dunk.
It is the Slam Dunk, and when will some common sense return to this government, who appear to cut anything at all cost, and they now know the cost of everything but the value of what appears to be nothing? And when is it time to say, that's it? These cuts to the public service have now gone too far. I think it may be now, it may be today. Now, Te Whatu Ora will argue this, and there may be some issue around the comprehension of this and what's going on, but I think it's now. This morning, I've received an email. Let me read it to you. Kia ora, Duncan. Call Michelle at home. I'm a third-year nursing student who chose nursing as a second career after having my children. I'm almost 40. Mum to two young boys, and previously I worked in the corporate world as an HR director. I chose nursing because I'm passionate about providing care to my community. I chose nursing to provide care to those who are vulnerable. I chose nursing to show my sons that following your dream, even in your 40s, is possible. I've lived through placement poverty over the past almost 3 years. I've taken on a huge amount of debt, and my whānau have made massive sacrifices to support me to get to this point of almost graduating. I have supported the movement for paid placements through attempting to drive policy change, and I'm politically active. And this evening, last night, I read the attached press announcement that was sent to us from the New Zealand Nurses Organisation. Health New Zealand says it is freezing the hiring of nurses for the mid-year graduate intake due to cost containment. New Zealand nurses trained here are not going to get jobs due to cost cutting. Now, she says she's heartbroken, devastated, angry and furious. I was a high-achieving corporate professional who realised that giving back to my community is what gave me joy, and I had always wanted to be a nurse. I've worked my arse off to become a nurse, she says. I want to be a nurse in New Zealand, and yet New Zealand is letting me and my whānau down with announcements like the attached I've sent you. Please cover the story. I'm only one of hundreds of nurses set to graduate this year who are now in limbo. Thank you for reading my email. Ngā mihi, Michelle Marshall. Now, we're yet to get a response from Health New Zealand, but I find this utterly reprehensible from Health New Zealand, if this is the case. And the blame lies with the government. They set the tone on this. They can overturn this, and they should. We're in a nursing crisis, and we're told Kiwis to become nurses. Encourage them to do so. And then we go and jerk them and mislead them. And there'll be some arguments between the Nurses Organisation and Health New Zealand now about what's right and what's being perceived as right. And they'll argue right down to the detail on this. But this is the email we've received. And the government needs to front this today and address it. Was this their intention of the cost-cutting program? I doubt it. If it is, then it's been dishonest with us. Mr. Luxon, which one of these actually is it?
Garner.